Willow Manor stood alone. Atop the hill it loomed, a beacon of darkness. Whispers surrounded it, tales of tragedy, unexplained occurrences. Locals avoided it, fear kept them away. For years it stood empty, windows boarded shut, paint peeling like scabs, a testament to its troubled past. No one dared to enter until now. Alex scoffed at the stories. Ghosts? Ridiculous. He had always been a man of science, grounded in reality. The tales of Willow Manor were nothing more than local folklore to him, amusing at best. He couldn't fathom why people believed in such nonsense. He didn't believe in the supernatural. He craved proof, evidence. His friends dared him to spend a night at the manor, convinced it would change his mind. Alex accepted the challenge, eager to debunk the myths once and for all. So he came to Willow Manor, a challenge. The house stood ominously, its windows like dark eyes watching him. He felt a strange mix of excitement and apprehension as he approached the front door. The air grew cold as he approached. A dense mist enveloped the grounds, adding to the eerie atmosphere. It was as if the house itself was alive, breathing out a cold, unwelcoming breath. A shiver ran down his spine. He couldn't shake the feeling that he was being watched. Every step he took seemed to echo louder than the last. He ignored it. Just the wind, he thought. He had to stay rational, keep his wits about him. There was no room for fear in his quest for the truth. He pushed open the creaking gate, stepped onto the property. The sound of the gate echoed in the silence, making his heart race even faster. His heart pounded in his chest. He took a deep breath, steeling himself for what lay ahead. This was just the beginning of his night at Willow Manor. Dust filled the air inside. The musty smell of decay lingered. Alex wandered through darkened halls. Floorboards creaked beneath his feet. Silence hung heavy, oppressive. Then he heard it, a whisper, his name. He stopped, listening intently. Silence again. He dismissed it, his imagination. But as he continued, the whispers grew louder, closer. Section 4. A revelation unfolds. In the dimly lit room, shadows danced and whispered secrets. The air was thick with anticipation, as if the walls themselves were holding their breath. A cold spot right in the middle of the room. It was as if the warmth had been sucked out, leaving a void of icy dread. Alex felt it as he passed. The air grew heavy. Each step he took seemed to echo louder, amplifying the silence that enveloped him. He saw something move out of the corner of his eye. A shadow. It flickered and danced, almost taunting him with its elusive presence. Darting behind a tattered curtain, he cautiously approached. Each step felt like a journey into the unknown, his heart pounding louder with every inch. Heart pounding. He reached for the curtain. His hand trembled, the weight of the moment pressing down on him. Hesitated. Then he pulled it back. The fabric felt rough against his fingers, a stark contrast to the smooth, cold air. Empty. But a chill remained. The room seemed to hold its breath, the silence almost deafening. He couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Every shadow seemed to have eyes, every whisper a voice. The revelation was not in what he saw, but in what he felt. Section 5. Trapped. The air was thick with tension and the silence was deafening. Every creak of the old mansion seemed to echo Alex's growing fear. Panic set in. Alex wanted to leave. His heart raced as he glanced around, searching for an escape. The walls seemed to close in on him. He turned to go, but the door slammed shut. The sound reverberated through the empty halls, sending a shiver down his spine. Locked. He rattled the handle. Desperation set in as he pulled and pushed, but it wouldn't budge. Nothing. Trapped. He was trapped. The realization hit him hard, and he slumped against the door, feeling utterly defeated. The whispers returned, louder now. They seemed to come from every direction, filling the room with their eerie presence. Angry, they swirled around him. The shadows danced menacingly, their forms shifting and changing. Closing in, he was not alone. He finally understood. The mansion was alive, and it had claimed him as its own. Willow Manor held a secret, a dark, sinister secret that had ensnared many before him, and he was now a part of it. Forever bound to the mansion's dark history, Alex's fate was sealed.